Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Coe and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Saturday the 1st of October 2022. Nothing to review for yesterday as we had no bets, so the account's static at plus 70.25 units approximately in profit, but we do have a race today. So we've got no filter 1, which is our structure filter, no ratio filter, but we do have an alternator. It's at Newmarket on the flat and the 242. It's a Sun Chariot Stakes. It's a Group 1 fillies and mares, Class 1, 3-year-old plus, 8 furlong good. Right, what do we know about a mile at Newmarket? Well, it's model 96, and if you translate that into sort of an all-weather system, then you're looking at Lingfield, Chelmsford and Dundalk, which is at the top speed end of the range, and then you've got Kempton and Newcastle slightly slower, 95, and Wolverhampton and Southall favourite slower, 93. So it's a speed event. It's a Group 1 race, and we'll talk about that now. So basically, we've done the analysis. This number 9, Prosperous Voyage. What's that been up to, and what are the implications of that horse? Well, it's been it was in the 1,000 guineas, Newmarket, and up with the pace and gaining on the second. Then it went to the Coronation Stakes. Then it went to the Falmouth Stakes at Newmarket, and then it went to the Jacques Le Marius, and that's another Group 1 8 furlong good to soft. Now, the thing about Prosperous Voyage is it's it basically is a front runner. It doesn't really like good to soft ground, or it likes good to firm, and it's likely to set the race up for a closer. So the key to the Sun Chariot, and the Sun Chariot as a race generally is normally has a history of being won by unexposed horses that are fresh, and so this Prosperous Voyage is likely to set the pace and give it a good gutsy go to run from the front, and it's likely to be to set it up for somebody lurking behind, and that lurking behind person is likely to be L'Oreal. Now, number 8, L'Oreal. What do we know about that? Well, 2 runs. Newmarket on the 29th of the 7th. On the July course, 8 furlong good to firm novice fillies. Model 96, as we say, it's the same distance and etc. The second was rated 86, and it was off the pace, very easy trip, and then sort of quickened up for as it went through. Now the next race was at 21st of the 9th, Kempton, 8 furlong standard, model 95, just slightly slower, and the second was 86 again, and similar trip, off the pace, accelerated through from off the pace. Now this is the point about this horse. It's going to get a nice toe in from Prosperous Voyage, and if it's up to the job, the second's rated about 86, so call it 90 for cash. So, and to be a Group 1 horse, you're looking at about sort of it's got to come up sort of about the 115, 120 mark. So you're looking at 25 to 30 pound improvement in that horse potentially if it's going to be up to the job. Now the other horses to look at, you got number 3, Saffron Beach, 4-year-old. It had a top 3-year-old route, and it's been sort of knocking on the door as a 4-year-old. But as I say, it's pretty exposed, and that's that one. And then you've got number 6, Grand Dame, which we don't think is going to be good enough. And this number 7, Homeless Songs, 3-year-old, which is a possibility, but the odds are screwed off on that. So really, the dangers are number 3, Saffron Beach, and number 7, Homeless Songs. They're the 2 dangers, and we, assuming that this horse, Prosperous Voyage, runs like we think it will and sets the race up, then this L'Oreal has got the potential, and we've got £1 on per £8 unit, so that's £100 for us at 7.8 to 1 on average. So we've got exposure of 1/8 of a unit, 0.125, with a return of 7.8 to 1. So a pretty good risk return. we're not going to sort of hedge around on the other two. The other two, which are number 3, Saffron Beach. So number 3, Saffron Beach, and the other one was what was it? Number 7, Homeless Songs. So if the odds had been a bit better on those two, we might have had a go. But it just makes sense to keep it at an 1/8 of a unit exposure. And good risk return. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But that's the scenario for the Sun Chariot Stakes. So, and the other one of interest really, which we're not going to do, is at Fontwell. It's in the bumper at Fontwell, which is the full 55. It comes down to this El Muchacho, Proper 12, and Fortuna Ligna. Now this Fortuna Ligna, number 6. So Fontwell was it 455, number 6, Fortuna Ligna. It's been off for a fair old while, that horse, 330 days, which isn't helpful, but it's got the right sort of credentials, but the odds are about 15 to 8, and so we're not really going to have a go at that, but that's of interest. That if that horse fires, it should give a good account of itself. But risk return is this L'Oreal, which is Gosden's horse, and it's got the freshness and the potential improvement in it. But it's going to need to improve because it's up against some sort of fairly standard heavyweight Group 1 fillies. So anyway, that's where we are. That's what we're doing. If you subscribe, thank you very much. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. And generally, thanks for watching and goodbye.